Hello, I'm Sean the Book Maniac. Welcome back to my channel. Here I am with nearly a live feed of Friday Reads. So here I go. Taking a much needed break from packing. I'm cutting it very close, but I think I probably won't quite finish packing. Where do I look? Oh, look over there. Look up there. I'm not going to do any editing on this video. No intro, no outro, nothing. Because I don't have time, people. I think I will maybe get 98% finished tonight and then finish in the morning. The movers, i.e. Kenji and our friends, aren't showing up till 1 p.m. tomorrow, so I think it'll be okay. My back is so sore. Anyway, so I want to talk about, first let me chit-chat a bit about the move. So I picked up the keys to I don't know where to look. I've never filmed on my desktop PC, and that's the second topic. But I've picked up the keys to my apartment a couple days ago, and I thought if my packing was far enough along, and now I don't think it will be far enough along, I was going to go to the supermarket near the new place, pick up several bottles of wine and cases of beer for all of the people that are helping us move. Not for me tonight. I'm only going to have one bottle of wine tonight for the post-moving party and get that in the fridge at the new place. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting for beer and wine to cool or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen tonight when I look around here. But that's fine. The new Japanese that I learned this week, Kenji taught me, is "Iranai danboru arimasu ka?" which would be literally translated as "unwanted cardboard do you have?" So, do you have any cardboard boxes you don't need? I've been going to the convenience store, the supermarket, the vegetable market, everywhere. I think I might now have enough boxes, but of course most of my stuff is books, and so you know, if you want to keep your friends and keep your marriage, you don't pack your books in boxes that are too big. And the ones that have been the best have been vegetable boxes that have been slightly, you know, organic matter inside, but I don't care. Had a little bit of a thing with Kenji. We almost had a fight. Kenji and I have been together 4 years. We've never had a fight. We've argued a little bit, but a remarkably calm relationship. But that we almost had our first one last week. If this were serious, I wouldn't be telling you about it, because don't talk about personal stuff like that on my channel. But he rented I thought he rented a moving van, but he kept calling it a car, because, you know, Japanese English, they're not so specific. So I thought, okay, he's got a van, good. And then I checked the weather forecast a couple days ago for tomorrow, Saturday, in Japan time, and it's supposed to be pouring rain. So I said, so you've got a van, right? Not a car, not a truck. And he said, oh no, it's a truck. I said, so does it have a cover? Do they have a tarp? And he said, I don't know. I said, well, you have to check. You have to check. Oh my God, I've got books. I can't have my books get wet. And I was driving him crazy, because he's organizing all his move and stuff too, and, you know, there's so many things that I can't do because I don't speak Japanese well enough to do, and so he's got to do all of that. And at our new place, to unload, we have to park on the main street and then carry everything a quarter or almost a half a block on a slight incline. It's not like this, but it's like this, because it's a private road. They have private roads in Japan, so it's all barricaded and no vehicles can enter at all. And so then it suddenly dawned on me. I said, we need a dolly. And I don't know how to say dolly in Japanese. So I said to Kenji, here's a picture. We need this. Make sure the truck company can get us a cover and a dolly. And so he took time out of his insanely busy workday, made the phone call. They didn't supply any of that. No cover, no dolly. So then I thought, okay, basically I'm going to have to buy garbage bags for 50 boxes of books, or I don't know how many boxes of books I have, but. And I could see through the through the messenger app that he was getting really frustrated with me. But so finally, he made a phone call, canceled the reservation, and now has booked a van with a dolly. So, and it was like $20 more for the day's rental. So, problem solved. But so the wedding's still on. On my end, I don't know about Kenji. I haven't seen him. We'll see if we're going to move in together, and then he's going to break up with me because I was such a bitch this week. Speaking of, I was becoming similarly anal about certain things with certain friends back in Canada for the wedding, and then I said to them, "I'm sorry, I'm really stressed. Just I need to take a pill and calm down, and I'm sorry to be like that." And they understood totally, and they called me Groomzilla. So that's fantastic. All right, enough about that. Does this record? Oh yeah, I've been talking 6 minutes. Okay. So I'm recording this on my iMac, which I bought in Japan 3 years ago. Cost me $2,000. It was ridiculously expensive. I remember how frustrated I was, and I told this story a few months ago, that I got it home and it didn't have a goddamn DVD drive, CD-ROM drive. I had to go back the next day and pay another $100 for that. But this is crappy quality. Before I started my BookTube channel, I did several practice videos, and I used this computer, and I mean, it's just crap, I think. Maybe you will disagree, but anyway, I don't want to say stupid stuff because I'm not going to take the time to edit it. So, let me just show you a few books. Oh, the few boxes of books I have left to pack are the books that I need immediately in the new place. And so I'm wrapping those boxes up with pink tape, so everybody knows if it's a box with pink tape around it, it goes in one pile, because those are the things, not only books, but papers, toiletries, anything that I need immediately in the new place. So to keep track of that. And I was going to do just a quick video to show you this stack, but most of them I need immediately because they're going to be for tag videos or page 112 videos or whatever, so I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm not going to show you that. Instead, I'm going to show you books that I found while I was packing that I'd kind of forgotten about or didn't know where they were or fell down behind the place. So this one is another Elizabeth Taylor novel, A Game of Hide and Seek. And when I found it, I was just squealed like a girl, because I read Elizabeth Taylor's Mrs. Palfrey at the Claremont, a buddy read with Mel, and I remembered that I had one more, but I couldn't find it, so I found it yesterday. And who am I going to buddy read this with? Mel and Leah of Hide and Seek. I don't know when, but sometime, hopefully soon. And so that's in the works. So that made me very happy. This is a novel I picked up at a used bookstore about a year ago. A Tomb for Boris Davidovich by Danilo Kies. And this is going in the pink box. So there's a couple that I'm going to show you that are going in the pink box as well. And this is one I'm doing a buddy read with, what's this? Lukash of Totally Pretentious. We're going to buddy read this little novel from set in the Russian Revolution, but Danilo Kies I thought he was Czech, but he's not, and I don't know where he's. Somewhere in Eastern Europe, not Russia, not Czech, but something maybe Romanian, Hungarian, I'm not sure. This is going in the pink tape box, Portnoy's Complaint, because Bruno and I are buddy reading it next month, if I don't bail. And look what I found underneath my desk. Sorry to Disrupt the Peace by Patty Yumi Cottrell. I read the first chapter of this. I'd been looking forward to reading this for 6 months, read the first chapter, absolutely hated the writing. I talked about it in a Bale wrap-up at the time, and made a plan to exchange a book with Leah of Hide and Seek, and I thought I sent it to her months ago. Leah, do you still want it? It fell behind my computer desk. So let me know, and I'd be happy to send it to you next week if you still want it. So, but yeah, I really hated the writing. I found this in a drawer. This is the first book I read by Junichiro Tanizaki. It's an aesthetic. It's a monograph about Japanese aesthetics in praise of shadows, and I read it about 3 years ago. I wouldn't be able to talk intelligently about what I read, but it was a really interesting book to read about Japanese culture. But he was so cranky in it. I know that I am only grumbling to myself and demanding the impossible. And then, the Westerner has been able to move forward in ordered steps while we, and he's talking about Japanese people, Japanese culture, while we have met superior civilization and have had to surrender to it, and we have had to leave a road we have followed for thousands of years. Yeah, it was interesting. Originally published 1933 and 1934. I wondered where that went. This was kind of behind a bookshelf. A Last Glass of Tea and Other Stories by Mohammed El Bisati. I think I hauled this, but I kind of lost it down the corner. He's an Egyptian writer. So maybe I'll read that one of these days. American Pie, a memoir of an English teacher in Japan. An American who was an English teacher in Japan. And this was under my desk too. Happy by Nicola Barker. I don't think I'm going to try reading it, but I bought it after it won. What did it win? The Costas? I can't keep track. And then it was nominated for something this year. Women's Prize? No. Anyway, I've kind of lost interest in it the more reviews I've heard, so I should at least try it, don't you think, before I give it to Leah or whoever. Alright, I guess I should stop because I have work to do, people. But if by a stroke of luck, I finish everything that I don't know where to put my eyes. So, if by a stroke of luck I finish everything tonight, I might do a really tipsy tag video before bed, but don't count on it. Thanks for watching.